welcome back to the channel. I just decided a minute ago I'm going to do another video on harvesting corn. We're down to our last, we have this farm and another 100 acres and we're done. But this farm's kind of unique. We sharecrop this farm with the deer, the raccoons, and the beaver. And when I get back to the other end, I'll show you where the beaver have been harvesting corn ahead of us. One thing with the beavers are not fussy. When the beavers come out of the water to steal your corn, they take every stalk. They don't mess around. The deer and the raccoons, it's just here and there. The deer knock a few down and the raccoons pull a few ears off. Nothing real major. But when the beaver get in her, they take every stalk. They don't care. They just clean it off. They think these are pretty soft trees to be cutting. And they're not very big, this corn. When you're used to cutting down a 12-inch oak tree or something, a stalk of corn is nothing to a beaver. Anyway, I thought I'll bring you back when I get to the headland and I'll show you where the beaver have been coming up and taking our corn. Anyway, this corn is pretty good, even though we're giving our share to the deer. We are kind of in an area, there's a big creek, there's bush on, there's a big bush and then a fence row beside us. Lots of cover for the deer, and this corn field has been a blessing because the past week we had our local deer hunt, and with this cornfield here, the deer were laughing. There's all kinds of deer tracks out here in the cornfield, so I know they've been out here hiding from the hunters. Anyway, that's what's going on today. It's supposed to rain at 4 o'clock today, so we're kind of in a panic to get this done. I just thought I'd take a minute. These are mile-long rounds. I don't know if you can see the wagons at the other end, but I got a few minutes. And this is where the beavers, they have cleaned this, and I went through it with the combine, but they had this cleaned right off. And here's where they're getting down to the creek. You can see all the corn stalks they've been dragging, and down in there's a creek with water in it year round. I think there's another spot here. Lots of deer tracks, fresh ones. This would be a good place to hunt if you were a hunter. I'm not, but I sure don't discourage anybody. Here's another spot where the beaver, they've been busy. And I would suspect you get down in there, there's likely a dam somewhere. I think there is a dam down there. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you this when we were right here. Anyway, you can see where they've chewed off all these corn stalks. What do you do? They got to eat too. I should have got a picture before I went through it, but I didn't realize I had the camera with me. Anyway, ground's pretty good today. It's supposed to rain at 4 o'clock. Thought today, I know my wind is a little dirty, but I thought I'd get a shot of this bush. The fall colors are starting to fade, and we have one big wind and the leaves will all be gone. Then we'll have have to wait another year to see the colors. So I just thought I would get a shot of that bush while I was going by. I think it's 70% chance of rain today at 4 o'clock. So when we get this field done, we'll probably be done for a couple of days by the sound of things. I don't know. It sure rains easy when you don't need it. Welcome back to the channel. And as Andy Horrigan would say, well folks, we're on the last field today. And I'm just cracking open this 50-acre field. And it's going to rain, 90% chance of rain at 5 o'clock today. I think it's 80 at 4. Anyway, we want to knock this 50 off if we can. I hope. That's the plan. And last night our elevator in town there is pretty much full. We ship a few loads every day, and they can dry into that little bit of space, but other than that, I think they're full. We ship 4 loads every day, and that's about it for room. So what we're going to do today, we've got enough wagons to hold this 50 acres between us and a couple of neighbors. And so we're just going to combine, tarp the wagons, and we'll unload them sometime next week. We don't need the wagons, and that way we can maybe unload a few more customers, make a few more people happy. I know everybody wants to get done ahead of this rain. It looks like it's going to rain pretty much for a few days. And this ground does not need that. It is soupy. This morning is the first time I ever had to put the combine into low gear. I kind of backed into a grader ditch, and she would not pull herself out. Anyway, that's what's going on today. I'll bring you back as we get going. And maybe if I happen to see a tree that looks especially nice, these fall colors are fading fast. With this rain, and if we happen to get a little wind with it, it'll be ugly. The trees, the leaves will all be gone because they're all turned and they're ready to go. Anyway, we're on a heavy clay farm in Dawn Township. The corn is standing really, really good. Now, I was in a field a half a mile south of here yesterday, and they were struggling to stand up. A lot of tops broke off, a lot of stalks bent over. And as I've said many times on the video, I hate combining down corn. I got into one spot yesterday where I plugged up with wet corn stalks in every which direction. Anyway, that's the story for today. So folks, I'll bring you back when we get a little more done. Anyway, you can see we've got quite a bit of this farm done. We're down, we got 10 acres left, and we should get this pretty easy. The trick has been today, our elevator's full, so we're just filling wagons. I think we filled 26 wagons with corn, and we're just filling them, tarping them, parking them, because we're full. And we do ship 6,000 a day, as I mentioned, so we will make room as it rains. Anyway, folks, that's about all I got to say from here. Well, we're all done corn, but we've got about maybe a quarter of an acre left. We ended up with everything full last night, and I just thought I'd take a drive around and show you what I mean. We started filling wagons yesterday, and our elevator's pretty much full. We ship 4 semis a day, but we're still full. So the neighbors, they started calling when they heard we were getting full and said, hey, we're done, come and get a wagon. So we took them up on that. We came and got a wagon or two. As you can see, we've got a few loads of corn. And we didn't want to dump it because we wanted to save room for a couple of our customers that aren't done yet. And we knew we could get done. There's 26 wagons lined up here. We got a couple of neighbors that were done. So anyway, that's what we ended up doing yesterday, just to get as many people done. The weather's going to turn a little nasty here. We got quite a bit of rain last night. And what we find, everybody tries to help everybody get done. It's sometimes a long pull to get there. Anyway, that's gonna about do it for this video. If you like it, give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed, that would be good. And give me a comment. And our content's going to change quite a bit now that we're done harvesting, and I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be something. Anyway, it will be something. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.